Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today what we're going to do whilst we're in isolation, we are now we're going to fit some Ford GT stripes to the car. Now those who don't know me on Facebook and follow me, I do custom Ford parts, so that's stickers, stripes, indicator lights. So if there's something that you guys require, shout me up. So today what I thought I would do is I launched the GT stripes. I mean, obviously you can buy these online. It's not new, but part of the package that I do sun strips with a custom overlay. I can also do different designs if you're interested. But yeah, I launched the GT stripes. I've seen quite a few online, and to be fair, there's some on the market that aren't that great, but you know, these ones I think are wicked, and I wanted you to see them for yourselves on my car. It made sense to actually install them and show you. You've got over 40 different custom colors, so, and also what we can do as well is customize the Ford part. So if you wanted that in a lime green, for instance, or a different color, we can also do that for you. So we can provide you with an overlay to then place over the top of that to customize your car even further. So this is where, yeah, you can jump online and you can buy a cheap stripe for your car, but if you want something 10-year hex, something that's going to last and look quality on your car and customized to you, then hit me up and we can sort that out. But you can find I've got an eBay shop that you guys can come on, or you can come over to Facebook and find me. So let's get on with that now. So on receiving your package, you'll get it's all packaged really well. It's bubble wrapped, it's on a cardboard tube, and you'll have your graphics wrapped around that. So comes with a squeegee, so you're ready to rock and roll basically and get this on your car. Now what we're going to do today is we are going to put it along here. So we're going to follow the line along here, and that also follows just under the door all the way along, and we'll finish up over that side. So we're going to spray with water, so it gives us an opportunity to move it around before we squeegee it and set it in position. But I'm going to marry it up, so we're going to put some we're going to place it on the car. We're just going to tack it with some masking tape, see how that looks, and then yeah, we're going to crack on. So let's rock and roll. Okay, so this is a little bit rough, just to give you an idea. This is pre-cut, so you've got two sections for the two-door. So the stripe along this side, and then the full stripe down this door panel, which goes along into the Ford. See that? Ford logo, which are the Ford GT stripes. So we're basically, as I say, it's a pre-cut, ready to rock and roll, so you can do it in two parts. If you've got a 4-door option, we do that, and if you've got a Mark III, we will also make them stripes oversized, which will just need trimming. So on the Mark II Focus 2-door, they are pre-cut, but other models they'll be slightly oversized and will just need slightly trimming on the doors and the arches. So we can basically make them for any model on the Focus. So if you are interested, again, hook me up on that one. But what I've done is the design I've gone for, or in terms of design, the colour I've gone for, which you can't see right now, is going to be the same colour as my Sports Technology overlay, which is a metallic charcoal anthracite. So you've got a bit of shimmers in the light, which is really lovely. And you can catch that like that. So that's going to marry in really nice with that along this side here. Right, so let's crack on. Right, so I'm going to cut this into two pieces, obviously to make it a lot easier to work with. So we're just going to cut this down here, basically making two stickers. and then we can start applying it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the backing off. I'm going to leave it on this section completed. I'm not going to cut it in any further, so you're just going to take this section here. We're going to keep that as it is because the two stripes are then in the same position on the front, so we're leaving the front on at the moment. We're going to take the backing off. We're going to spray water along this side here, which gives us an opportunity to move them around prior to obviously setting them in place. So we're going to do that now. We're going to spray down this, we're going to get them on, and I'll show you that set in a second. Right, okay, so we've placed it onto the car. As you can see, I sprayed that down. It gives us a chance to move this around, so I can move this into position. So what we're going to do is we're going to shuffle it around. So again, as you can see, by spraying it gives you a chance to move it around. So we're going to move this, we're going to use our eye best we can to make sure that's definitely level prior to squidging it, and then we're going to leave that to dry. We're going to squidgy that down and leave that to dry. So right, let's crack on with that now. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're just going to use the squidgy. I'm happy with its level, so we're going to use the squidgy now and just squidgy the water up and out. We'll just do that all the way along. And then we'll simply basically let that to dry. And we'll let that dry in overnight. We won't remove the, well, at this stage, we won't remove the overlay back in, or top layer. We'll leave that for the moment. We'll probably actually have a look at it a little bit later, in an hour or two. We'll let this set first, and then we'll peel that off to obviously reveal the stripe. So yeah, we'll just continue doing this, get all the water out so that adheres to the car, and then we'll just start the next side. Okay, so we're moving on to the Ford one. So we sprayed the door panel across, and then we're just spraying the Ford back in as we go. So we're just going to spray that very lightly as we peel this off. So what we're going to do now is obviously line it up here with that door panel and that sticker the best we can. So yeah, I'm just going to make sure that that lines up over there, and then obviously continues along here, so it finishes nicely on the trim down here. And once we've got that lined up, we're going to squidgy that down and then leave that to dry and start the other side. Okay, so just to give you an idea on this actual section, because it's quite long, what I decided to do was measure from here and up in line with this to give me, I think it was about 10 centimeters, and then I did the same on the other side. So obviously, because it's quite a long piece, if you've got both at the same 10 centimeter mark, in theory it should be pretty level, but here's a little bit of iron it in slightly, and obviously using the measurements there, which should give us a good equal and straight graphics. So that's what I did anyway. So we're just going to finish squidgying this down, get the rest of the water out, and then we can peel off to reveal the stripes. Right, so one side done, we're going to leave that to adhere to the car. Now normally you would leave this for 24 hours, so to obviously adhere correctly, so we're going to leave that for now. Potentially we can take off the top sheet once I've done the other side, but we've got to be careful, or we'll just leave it till tomorrow. But we'll have a look at that in a mo. So we're going to go around the other side now and get that side done too. Right, okay, so both sides have been fitted. Now at this stage, you need to be patient, because if you start pulling it off, you're going to cause problems. It's going to peel off. You want to leave it now to dry, basically. Try not to touch it, and give it time to adhere to the car. As I say, if you start messing around with it too much now, you will end up pulling it off and start swearing a lot. And so I would just be patient, leave it to dry. It needs normally overnight, so if you're doing this in the morning, nice day, obviously sun shining, leave it overnight to dry, or certainly a good few hours, and just leave it alone, and then come back to it to take the backing, if you like, or the front, however you want to word it, and take that off to peel off and reveal it. So yeah, just be cautious. You don't want to go crazy at this stage and ruin what you've just done, or the hard work you've just done. So I mean, it's taken like, you know, an hour and a half, being careful maybe. You know, yes, you can just do it in 10 minutes. You can just slap it on, but just take your time is all I say. Is be careful and make sure you line it up, do some measurements, put some tape, masking tape down, and let's have a look at this a bit later. So what I've done is I've just exposed the ends very slightly, as you can see here. Just folded it over slightly. I'm going to leave it like that now, and we'll leave that too, but you can just see, I'll give you an idea. Oh yeah, reflective sparkle in it. That's going to look wicked. I mean, originally I was going to go for like a matte black, but as I say, I wanted to tie it in slightly. I wanted to give it a little bit of contrast to the car. So we'll see how this looks. Again, this type of thing, you know, if you get it wrong, you can take it off without too much trouble. So, you know, maybe be a bit adventurous and go for something different. As I say, there's a choice of 40 colours, but I can't wait to get this off and reveal this whole Ford logo. Is going to look wicked. So we're going to leave that now. As I say, we're going to leave that to dry and adhere to the car, and not mess around with it, and we'll come back to it in a bit. Right guys, so I've just come back to the car. What we're going to do is we're going to peel this off, and we're just going to gently peel this off, really gently. Just take our time as we go, and just to reveal everything. Well, I'm going to use both fans, and we'll show you this in a second. Okay, this is one side off. Now check that out. Yeah, that looks sweet. Right, let's get the other side done. To the limit.
In complete darkness we are all the same. It is only our knowledge and wisdom that separates us. Don't let your eyes deceive you. In complete darkness we are all the same. It is only our knowledge and wisdom that separates us. Don't let your eyes deceive you. In complete darkness we are all the same. It is only our knowledge and wisdom that separates us. Don't let your eyes deceive
So right guys, I've just popped back to the car, or just popped outside just to double check that there's any bubbles, to squeegee those out, and just double check that, make sure that everything's adhered properly. But it's been a few hours now, so but I also wanted to touch base basically on what I originally said about leaving it 24 hours without touching it. The reason I said that is because a lot of people, or a couple of people that have purchased things in the past, what they've done is they've put a sun strip on the car and then jumped in the car and drove down the motorway. I do not suggest doing that, because when you're at 70 miles per hour and it's not adhered properly, the thing's going to shoot off. And the same applies to anything you put on your car, sticker wise, really something like this, a strip. It's not really meant to, you need to let it adhere and dry properly before taking it out on a thrash. So that was my main thing. So yeah, I just wanted to comment about that. But in terms of obviously taking the backing off, of course do that, and then stand back and see your handiwork and admire it. So loads of options to you. I've got, these can be done in a Mark II, Focus Mark II, Focus Mark III, 2-door or 4-door option. The 4-door and the Mark III options, they'll be slightly oversized, so you'd have to do a bit of trimming, just with a sharp scalpel. The Mark II are pre-cut straight to put on your car. Loads of different color options. So yeah, if you're thinking about doing something like this to your car, hit me up. I'll send you some information. You can hit me at LordeeST@gmail.com, or you can catch me on Facebook at LordeeST, or even Instagram at STLordee. Either way, give me a shout. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you on the next side. Bye.